Here at work one day, I lost my keys. We searched everywhere all day long. Luckily, for so many reasons, I work with Father Bob. That day, he took the time to say the most beautiful, thoughtful prayer to St. Anthony. At the end of the day, after lots of looking, Mary Keefe found them. They were in the piano. It had been repaired that day, and someone must have inadvertently picked them up and placed them inside by accident. My first introduction to St. Anthony was with my grandmother. In fact, she once said that she prayed to St. Anthony so many times she was on a first-name basis. And most times simply prayed, "Tony, Tony, please look around, something's lost and can't be found." Interestingly enough, St. Anthony, who was born in 1195, was born Fernando Martins in Portugal. At age 15, he joined the Augustinian Abbey of St. Vincent in Lisbon. Eventually, through a series of events, he stumbled upon the Franciscans. He began to study theology and was assigned as a porter. Following the assassination of several Franciscans in Morocco, Fernando requested permission to enter the Franciscans, taking the name of Anthony, the name by which the monastery was known. He was then sent on a mission to Morocco, and when, on a return trip to Portugal, a storm drove his ship into Sicily. From there, he began to travel around Italy. So how did the association of finding lost things come about? Evidently, Anthony possessed only one item of real value, a handwritten book of Psalms. This was before the printing press, when all written items were duplicated by hand. It was lost at exactly the same time that another seminarian had been expelled. Anthony prayed not only for his treasured book, but also that the other seminarian would come back to his faith. Not only did the book come back, but his fellow seminarian re-entered his formation in the monastery. This legendary book is still preserved in the Franciscan monastery in Italy. St. Anthony died in Italy at the age of 35. Just 1 year later, Pope Pius XII canonized him into sainthood. His canonization is one of the quickest among Catholic saints. With a personal twist of finding things, this Lent, instead of giving something up, I decided to try to find and to capture one vision of God's love each day with my cell phone, any small, mundane expression of God's love, and then share it or reflect on the photo each evening. Truthfully, the first day I started, I didn't see one thing until that evening, and I was pretty disheartened. The next day, I was determined that I would open my heart more. That next day, I saw the most beautiful sunrise. I took a photo. And then I went to the car wash, and I even wanted to take a photo as I was feeling so thankful that I was able to do the small things that make it possible even to drive. I think I went a little overboard that particular day. Since then, I'm really enjoying trying to find and decide on just one good photo each day. And I'm finding that I see more and more. But not all days do I succeed. One day, I didn't capture anything at all. Bill and I went out for a bite to eat, and on the way home, we drove by Holy Family and the memorial in our lower parking lot on the lawn, and that was my God moment that day. So whether you are looking for an item or to deepen your faith, maybe offer it up to St. Anthony. I'm thankful also that I had this opportunity to get to find out this information about him that I never knew. Here are a couple of my photos I thought I'd share. I didn't take the second photo. Mine didn't compare to Lori Wenham's photo. Lori generously said I could share her photo with this video. So many of Lori's photos capture magnificent beauty all around us. The last photo, however, is of my best four-legged friend Brewster, and of those, I have quite a few on my cell phone. If you need the wording for a prayer to St. Anthony, please see below. And if you've lost anything here at Holy Family, I'm up in the front narthex, and we have our lost and found drawers right up here behind me. Thanks very much, and I hope you have a really, really nice day.